He was tossing around more than his shield that day, I can tell you that. They were passing her around like a collection plate at a mega church. They were giving her more strokes than the senior citizen in a heat wave. Hey.
What is good, y'all? Today we checking out a new video from Burtis titled Conquest just proved that Mark Grayson is very much vincible. Cause you know the show is called I got your ass, yes sir. But no, on a serious note, bro, this man Conquest is one of Satan's strongest soldiers, bro. If you seen that episode, you know what I'm talking about. And I ain't gonna lie, they put the whole animation budget in that last episode. Like, people were complaining so much about Invincible's animation, but yeah, that last, bro, it was amazing. Now, was it, you know, some of the peaks or like matching the peaks of some anime and maybe some other like styles of animation? No, but for what it is, it was amazing. Now, if y'all enjoyed today's video, go to Burtis. Link will be in the description. As always, hit them with the goodness. That's like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock it in by hitting the bell. Help my man get the 5K. He pushing it. That is the goodness. Hit him with it. And if y'all enjoy my reaction, please do the same for your boy. Let's get to it.
So, everybody been telling me it was absolute peak. So I watched it in 3 days just to make this video. And tell me why this dude Mark.
It wasn't exactly 3 days because I had to wait for episodes, but I watched most of season 3. Like, or it's season 2 or 3. I forget which one, bro. I watched it all the way through.
Named himself that because he's anything but invincible.
Just getting beat up by everybody, bruh.
They ain't wasting no time, and Conquest and Mark instantly clash, sending a whole shockwave throughout the city. Mark got no idea what to do. He's completely clueless. Then Conquest headbutts him to get up off of him and grabs his neck to spike him down, and he tells Mark that he made this to convince him to join the Viltrum Empire just like Anissa did. But nah, my man's Conquest is doing this for the pure love of the game. He wants no peace, just straight hands. But Mark is not having it. He instantly snipes the Luffy out of bro.
Alright, I see the potential.
He blew him through hella buildings and had one of them fall.
Mark was actually on good timing, bro. After everything that happened, this is you pull up on after everything that happened.
On top of him. But this is not anything for Conquest. He digs his way out of the rubble, and somehow Mark is the one to come out last, and he pulls Mark from underneath the rubble and strangles him.
I still don't get this.
I want more. And it's really not a fake demon. But tell me how Invincible is the one that thrashed him through all the buildings, but Conquest is the one to come out on top. Mark not trying to go outside, so he slams his arms down to loosen his grip, hits him with a peekaboo and kicks him away. Conquest over here praising him, so Mark decides to go harder and roughs him up a bit throughout the city. Hits him up in the air, grabs him back down for a knee, and continues flying upwards. Goes down one last time.
See, you gotta start dragging him through the ground, bro. Don't just drag him like on the ground, drag him through it, bro. Cause throwing him through a cloud, what you gonna do next? Get a cotton bat? Come on.
Hits Conquest with this crazy slam, which sends him orbiting out of space. And look at Conquest's face, bro. Somebody has.
You know he was bricked up.
He is cheesing way too hard to be.
You know he was bricked.
He finally decides to stop playing with bro and gives the fans at home a devious look and double punches Mark, sending him straight back to Earth. And now they squabble in midair like Peter and that chicken. But before Conquest slams him all the way down.
You said Peter, and I thought Spider-Man and Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2.
Down, Mark needs him and pushes him out the way.
Is that all you got, old man?
Please say it.
Mark, don't make your mama cry, bruh. Mark wakes up after this, coughing up blood, but something's wrong. It's rumbling, and he turns around.
Hold on. Cause we not see no one has mentioned this.
Wakes up after this.
Right? Hold up. Let me do this right quick too. All right.
Coughing up blood.
He got punched one time in that area, and he instantly got a swollen black eye, bro. Instant, like that's one solid punch.
But something's wrong. It's rumbling, and he turns around and Conquest is flying at supersonic speeds and grand slams.
He didn't know what to do with himself.
Look at the sheer impact of the blow. He got the whole city shaking up. Then the camera pans to Oliver. He's seen Mark getting clapped on the news, and he just had to slide for his older brother. But this man Conquest is not letting
Why you put up Vaughn?
Hard as hell, flying
Impact
from place to
frames.
place. Oliver trying to keep up, but Conquest is just too fast. He's literally demolishing this man. He's throwing him against building after building and falls into this truck and it explodes on top of him. He tries to get up to recover, but as soon as he raises his head, he sees Conquest at full top speed and determination charging right at him, and he begs for this man to stop, and he does.
Time out, bro. Chill.
Fuck that. You think I'ma just let you surrender? I'm having way too much fun.
But see, the fact that he stopped it's what makes Conquest so interesting, right? Because he could have just kept going and just hit Mark off rip. But no, he still was like, I'm gonna hear him out. Maybe he got something that will motivate himself to fight me harder. You know, I don't know what he was thinking, but hey, he gave him a second.
Like I said, bro, he does this for the sheer love of the game.
You gotta respect it.
Hey, don't give up. You can do this.
A pep talk.
You still got a chance.
Nah, ain't no way I'm letting another grown man say that to me. Mark gotta lock in. I don't know what he's doing. But then out of the blue, comes in with the clutch. He charges at
Yes,
Conquest
sir.
again, but he just slams him onto the ground.
Dribbled the hell out of
He
him.
grabs him by the leg and holds him upside down. He threatens him.
Look, there are a lot of people who hate Oliver, but the way he slide for his brother, or at least to help, bruh, you gotta give him some points. Did we all know he wasn't gonna do shit? Yeah. But at least he pulled up.
But Mark swoops in and kicks him out the way to protect his little brother. And he tells him to pull off because it's not safe. Like, bro, didn't
Get the
he
fuck
just save
on.
you? If it wasn't for him, you'd be sauteed. Oliver ain't having it. But Mark ain't either, so he throws him out the way. While Conquest flies in and grabs him, slamming him into this car and throughout the city entirely. Now he just smashing bro's body into anything. Now he's just yapping about how Mark don't got no love for the game. And he tosses him onto this car, punching it, and it explodes with him. Mark has had it. He flies back.
You know what's crazy about these fights is they be slamming each other into stuff, and you see the stuff crumbling around them, and they keep doing it. It's just bullshit. It's like the smallest of chip damage at that point, bro.
Back and comes in with this clean headbutt, got him leaking again. But Conquest says something slick and Mark rushes in rampages, beating him down. And he has had enough. Now he's just punching him over and over and over and over again.
Gotta work quick time, bro.
Conquest grabs his fist, stands up, and tells him that ain't nothing. He got to try harder or else it's not gonna end well. Then the scene switches over to Eve in the hospital, and she been out cold since the other Marks cooked her. She finally wakes up wondering what happened to Mark, if he got cooked or not, going against his other selves. But
Yo, Burtis, if you see this video, bro, what is that theme that you're playing? I can't think of what it is, but I recognize it.
turns her head and sees on the news, yes, he is getting cooked again, but not by the other variants this time, but by this older Viltrumite named Conquest. Now Eve crashing out trying to go help Mark, but the doctors remind her she's still not healed, and missing a leg. She can't even walk yet. And we cut back and Conquest grabs this man Mark's arm and says he's been playing with him this entire time. Now he pulls him and bulldozes him into some glass, smashes in and out of this building, having civilians get caught up, and grand slams this man into the pavement. This man says, why is he even here? It's too easy that it's pathetic. And he slaps him forward and aligns his body like he's riding.
In the whole time, bro, you hear the civilians falling and stuff. Like, they did a good job with this.
With the hidden lotus. He turns up and dives into his chest and drags him across the pavement into the bus. Picks his head up and he says that he knew his father when he was young, but it's too bad that he's dead. He got executed right before he left. But little does he know, Lord Vrax and Omni-Man escaped, and now they're just chilling. He raises his arm to land the finishing blow, but Oliver, the real MVP, comes up and kicks
Both
him
feet
just
to the
before he
face.
He's trying to convince this man Mark to jump Conquest. He knows he ain't built for this, but Mark is still not going for it. He's telling him to go home.
He's old.
Conquest comes up and smacks him into a nearby building to shift focus onto Oliver, and he rocks his shit too. Oliver gets up, tries to talk, but he spits up blood with half his teeth falling out with it. Then Conquest picks him up and raises him above his head and starts to literally reverse hydraulic press him. It is bringing him pure joy that he can just hear his body tearing in half from his pulling alone. Mark gets up and his ears are ringing from the attack. He looks
Good use of the bleach theme. I do
over
hear
and sees
that.
his brother about to be killed and instantly locks in and grabs him flying far away. But Conquest somehow somehow, some way, stops his momentum fully and grabs him
That's
by the
what was
dome,
throwing me off,
breaking all
bruh.
the nearby windows. Mark is in hella pain, but despite that, he comes back to punch him off and make him crash into this building. Then the camera pans over to Oliver, absolutely drained and destroyed. But Cecil and his goons pull up to give bro a med kit and take him home. But as he's about to do that, he looks up and sees Mark getting absolutely cooked. It is not looking good for bro. Then Eve calls him up and tells him to slide ASAP. She's trying to convince him to give her the green light to pull up to the fade. Mind you, she just got obliterated by a much weaker version of Mark, and Conquest is way stronger than the main Mark. So what do you think she's gonna do to contribute? And we cut back to Mark skipping on water like he's a stone for good luck, and Conquest.
I just realized, I watched the fight and I forgot all about this man back is just out.
Jumps on his back just for the love of the game and slides his head on the water. He spots this beach, ramps up the speed, and zooms past, killing everybody there. Imagine just having a good time with your family and now everybody gone because an alien decides to run past y'all. Now he goes into another area of the beach, holds Mark's head high, reminiscent of to what Omni-Man did to him just 2 seasons ago.
Thank you.
These civilians with his body. Then he drags his head into the dirt on some disrespectful timing and flies him into the air. Now Mark has had enough. He pulls away and comes back with a solid punch to the skull. Then Eve makes it in last second and adds some extra damage, making them face plant right into this object. They ran a whole play on my boy. Conquest sees that Eve has pulled up and he's utterly disgusted, and he dashes toward her, but
nah, you missed the heartbreak. You should have showed the heart. Mark was heartbroken, bro. This man was like, no, you're trash. You can't bang with these niggas. This nigga, they ain't even. If it's these niggas, it's because he's strong enough for at least 3 Viltrumites.
Before they make contact, Invincible grabs him, flying away, begging for her to leave. But Conquest breaks free and comes back with this karate chop straight in his knees, tearing out his ACL. He is never going to be able to dunk again. Mark falls down and Eve tries to help him by trapping Conquest and flying after him. But that shield is super weak. He just claps and it falls apart. Then she uses those shards that fell apart to go through this Iron Man transformation in order to gain armor and to stand a better chance.
The Lego noise.
But Adam Eve increased the air density so he can't come any closer. She thinks she got Gojo's Infinity. Then she creates a spike mallet and plows Conquest. Spins around making another one and goes 2 for 2. Tries to go 3 for 3, but Conquest grabs the mallet just before it can drop on top of him. The impact causing the crater beneath his feet and he destroys it.
You breathing mad heavy, gang. Just how long do you think we can keep this up?
He charges in, but Eve backs up, creating hella walls and shields to keep him at bay. Conquest breaks the last one.
She out here playing Fortnite.
To make a bubble around his dome, holding them in place for these 2 spiky balls, and follows it up with these 2 weapons, spiking them further into the distance. And then these 2 blocks smashed into him straight after. Not gonna lie, Eve is surprising me. Why is she low-key putting?
I said it before, bro. I'm gonna say it again. I saw somebody on Twitter. It was like a little thread on Twitter, and they was talking about how like 12-year-old Eve had so much sauce, had such a bag, and like they was like current Eve is so much worse. No, current Eve just didn't have the animation budget. They didn't put the bands in her pocket yet. You see what she do now, bro, because let's be real, 12-year-old Adam Eve versus, I guess they're technically so 18, 19, 20-year-old boy. What she's doing right here, and she is not fully recovered. She's not 100%. If she was 100%, who knows what she could have did.
And then more work than Mark Grayson himself. Mark been on Fraud Watch the entire series. Now he got his girlfriend outdoing him. In his own fight too, Eve's overwhelming him with these creative attacks, actually doing solid. Then she charges up this spear and chucks it at him. And this menace goes halts and stops it from piercing him with minimal difficulty. He comes in and smacks Eve's armor off of her previously injured leg. And he spins back to destroy the rest of the lower half. Grabs her by her arm, squeezes, and slams his head against her.
And this man's such a fucking, he knew he could have did more. He did just enough to get rid of the armor. I believe that with my whole heart.
Destroying the helmet. Then he grabs her arms and pulls her armor sleeves off as well. And look at that look in his eyes. It's safe to say he's finna do her wrong. He charges in and holy smokes, Eve, no! Look at her face, bro. She got flamed. But Conquest is nowhere near finished.
Got the no bar treatment.
In the air, he pulls his arm back and spikes her straight in the gut for
got
the finisher. Now she's
Rick Goku treatment.
Flying straight out. And all this man Mark can do is sit there and watch on the sidelines and scream no. But he finally gets his bum ass up and flies up to catch her and lowers her down to the ground, begging for her to stay alive. Now he just crying because she can't come back from something this brutal. This man Mark is so distraught he's yelping for Cecil's help right after he just cut ties with him. We all know Cecil watching this right now in that one room, eating popcorn with his feet up. He is not slick. And Conquest is sitting over here licking the blood off of his fingers. He really takes joy in this. Mark turns around and gives Conquest this sad stare.
Yo, Burtis, please. I know I just hopped on to like watching your content, but I'm gonna need you for real. Please leave this clip in. Just let him say it, bro.
And Conquest thanks this man for the opportunity to put belt to ass because he typically don't get chances like this. Yeah, somebody needs to go check on bro. He's going insane. Calling him a smoke demon would be an understatement. But this man Mark hits us with the hardest quote of the series and responds with,
I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how fast you are. I can see the future. You don't live to see tomorrow.
Oh, yes, sir.
Speak louder than
boy. Look. That's a quote for the decade, bruh. That's a quote forever. Look, writers, y'all gonna have a hard time. A very hard time topping that. I don't care, bro. He said, I don't care how fast you are. I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how fast you are. I can see the future, and you don't live to see. Boy, what? But it's Invincible. He say words that mean belt to ass, but
words, bro. Lock in. Conquest tells him to do his worst and opens his arms out, completely leaving himself wide open. So Mark locks in and takes his chance and they clap. And with both of their arms being all messed up from the impact, like they Naruto and Sasuke at the final valley. But Mark is not done. He got something to prove. He charges in and starts going absolutely ham on Conquest. Conquest.
You ain't never seen him fight like that before.
Tight bear hug. But then Mark resorts to the only weapon he got left in this predicament, his mouth. And he goes right on Conquest's shoulder, ripping some meat straight out of it. Conquest pushes him off. Mark stabilizes, charges back, ready to make up for all of his slip-ups in the past. They start clashing midair, causing so many shockwaves. And somehow, someway, Eve unlocked the avatar state like she's pausing. The show ain't even out yet. Relax. We pan back over and Mark is locked. My man's finally beating the allegations. He's straight pummeling Conquest, but he looks over his shoulder and sees Eve currently
distracted, bruh.
Conquest uses his chance to grab him by the neck and swap their position, slamming him back into the ground instead. Now this old nigga just venting, talking about some no other Viltrumite wants to be his friend. He's so lonely, nobody messes with him, they're scared of his strength. And then he tells him to take this secret to the grave, and he starts.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I tweeted this, bro. After hearing, I'll put it like this. I've had some different friends before. I've had friends who who was amputees. I had some friends who had, some mental health issues, bro. And it's just because, I accept people, right? And I'm just saying, I don't think that if I lose a Viltrumite, bro, at minimal, you know how you be cool to the quiet kid in school, and then one day he just show up, he just walk to you, don't come to school tomorrow. That would have been me and Conquest at minimum, bro.
Manually forcing him into his own grave beneath him. Mark can't do nothing but cry. Then all of a sudden, Eve comes up and hits Conquest with his tri-beam, completely frying him. Then she falls over. But somehow, this man is still alive. Stands up and says he's gonna make sure she's dead this time around. But then Mark gets heated up, immediately dashes at him, punching him like Otter Curry did Luffy. Conquest gets him flying back, but Mark immediately dashes at him, punching him like Otter Curry did Luffy. Conquest gets sent flying back, but Mark ain't letting up. He jumps on top of him and starts going berserk, but Conquest grabs his fist and completely shatters his other hand. So now Mark has no hands to use in this battle, and he decides to use his head just like OG Naruto did it, and starts slaying his dome on top of Conquest, caving his face in. Now he's fully covered in blood, and then he collapses. My boy just got done fighting the strongest opponent of the series thus far, and for once, he came out on top.
Y'all know, if you ever want a good laugh from that scene, also, like I said before, go hit them with the goodness. But if y'all ever want a good laugh from this whole thing, or from anything Invincible, I don't know how you gonna find it, but find Invincible. I believe it's Chinese censorship, because I believe in China they don't allow blood, right? And so all blood is white. So All that red, white.
His head just like OG Naruto did it and starts slamming his dome on top of Conquest, caving his face in. Now he's fully
all white. So just imagine white liquid all over Mark's face. It's a good laugh, bro. I don't know what China got going on with their censorship. I ain't over there. I'm probably gonna visit one day, but that's about it. Well, I don't know how the US is going. Y'all look, catch me where y'all catch me. I got some subscribers who from Sweden. Hey, I might be y'all neighbor one day, but we ain't gonna get into politics.
covered in blood.
Let me finish this video.
My boy just got done fighting the strongest opponent of the series thus far, and for once, he came out on top.
Okay, she got bait. Okay, she got clay.
All right, I'm gonna say this right now, bro. I already am subbed up. Hey, also, I don't mess with Kanye. I don't care, bro. Y'all saw what he posted. But nah, I'm gonna say this right now. Battle Beast and Conquest are each other's wet dreams, bro. They would have loved each other. They would have been the best of friends or the best of lovers or whatever, bro. Because all Battle Beast want is a good fade. He want the fade of all fades so that he can die. Conquest, he just wanted to go all out. He just wanted to really box with somebody. That's it. All the way to the grave. And I love the line, what was it? I think Mark said something to him. And then he said, you know, I'll take the good with the bad. I love that, bro. This was an amazing. Fuck IGN. All right, fuck them, bro. Because I don't care. So apparently right now, the last episode of Invincible has a 9.9, and I believe the only reason they don't have a perfect 10 is because the IGN gave it a 4. They always want to be different, bro. This episode, when it comes to Invincible episodes, amazing. They were talking about, oh yeah, this enemy came out of nowhere. Yeah, he did, but the Viltrumites didn't come out of nowhere. And then he didn't even technically come out of nowhere because Anissa said, yo, if you don't get this done by the time the next person show up, that's your ass. But look, I digress, bro. This was a fantastic episode. Bird is great video as well. If y'all haven't done so, like, comment, subscribe, share, lock it in by hitting that bell. That is the goodness. Hit them with it. Hopefully that don't break your hand. But hey, hit them with it as hard as you can. If y'all enjoyed my reaction, do the same for your boy. 10 out of 10 episode. Peace.